Hey y'all, it's Corey with Everyday Man, doing everyday reviews for everyday people. And today, we're going to be going over a budget-friendly single gun case from Plano. And we'll get with it right after this. So you guys that watch my channel know that I've just recently bought this Savage MSR10. And I went ahead and I blew my wad on the gun, and I didn't leave a whole lot left to find a case for it. Well, luckily, Plano makes this 36-inch single gun case for around $70. Now, the case is made in the United States. It is waterproof, dustproof, and it's got the Pluck foam, which we'll get to here shortly. But let's talk about it. It's all plastic. It's all a molded plastic. The latches are very heavy plastic. They seem like they'll be quite good. They are lockable. Does come with keys. It is lockable. And so as you can see, we have the Pluck foam from it. But let's take some measurements. One thing I didn't do before I bought it. I didn't measure my gun. Now the case claims 36 inches, and from inside of the pluckable foam to the other side is 33 and a half. So this leaves me with a little issue. This gun is gonna be just a hair too long with the stock collapsed. So my gun is 34 3/4 of an inch from end to end. So it's really right on the edge of what this case is capable of. In fact, I'm gonna have to cut into some of the permanent foam, but I think it'll work. So that's a word to the wise. Plano does say that this is a AR-15 case, and it'll fit, but it's gonna fit real tight. I'm sure it would be perfect without the muzzle brake on this Savage. This Savage has a 16-inch barrel, I'm pretty certain. Yep, 16-inch barrel on it. And that's where we're at. It's just a little bit too long for the case. But we're gonna go ahead and trace the gun out, put everything like we want, and pluck the foam. And I'm gonna go ahead and put some Flex Seal on it so the foam stays put. But let's continue looking at the case. So we've got the foam on top. We've got the Pluck foam that is about 2 inches, 2.5 inches thick. And then we've got another 1-inch foam on the pad on the bottom, which is really nice. So once we do pluck it, we'll have some support on the bottom. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get ready. We're gonna lay our gun out like we want. What we're gonna do is put the scope towards the top of the case. So when I do close it and pick it up, it'll be leaning on the bottom of the gun and not the scope. Now, I have the 10-round mag in it, and we're gonna want to put the 20-round mag right here. And I also have a flashlight that goes on it. So I think we're gonna want something pretty similar to this. Let's go ahead and trace it out. All right. All right, we're gonna trace out our light. And we're gonna chase out our mag. Okay. All right, once we got it traced out, we'll remove remove the gun. And you can see the Sharpie does leave a good mark on it. Let's go ahead and take out what we don't need from it. I've never done one of these, so I guess I'll see how easy this foam does come out. So what I'm doing now is just breaking through the top layer of the creases, the cuts, the separation, and then I'll come and really dig it out from the bottom. Now, it did just snow last night. We don't get that very often here in southern Mississippi, but it did last night. It didn't last very long. And it's only about 35 degrees today, right now. So it may be a little bit cold to spray my Flex Seal, but that's my plan. So what I've been told is that as you use these cases, the pieces you don't pluck apart will start to loosen up as you move your gun in and out. So if you could take that Flex Seal and make an actual rubber film on the top, that'll go a long way in preserving the longevity of this pluckable foam. Now, this being a budget case, it does have larger foam pieces, and if you would go with something like a Pelican case, the individual pluckable foam will be quite a bit smaller. This one is about 3/4 of an inch by 3/4, and I think the Pelicans are like a 1/2 inch. So you can get a much more precise fit. But I just spent a lot of money on that gun, and I found it hard to pass up a nice case, made in America, weatherproof, lockable, for $70. Now, they do also make a 41-inch case, which I wish I would have gone with if I would have actually measured my gun and done a little more research. But I think this is gonna work just fine. And if not, I can use it for my AR-15. I do have an AR-15 as well. So it's not gonna be a total loss. All right, so this is coming out really easy. Just break that top layer apart with your fingers and then dig in and get to that bottom section, and it's working really nicely. Okay, so I think this will be about it for my gun. It's not gonna be perfect. Let's check it out. Looks like a gun. All right. Okay, so all I'm gonna have to do now is get a couple of more little pieces out of here where my scope's gonna fit just right. But this will fit nicely. I was gonna cut this section. I may take a little bit out where the barrel hangs over the pluck apart. But this is gonna work just fine. And what I'll do too is I will spray some adhesive on the back of the foam so that it does not come out all together when I pull the gun out. Man, it is quite chilly out here and windy. But it did snow last night, and that was pretty neat. We don't get to see it very often. Hello, baby.
Hey, babe. Doing video?
Yep. All right, so we got what I think the light's gonna need. Let's check it out. Oh yeah, that'll work just fine. And then we'll just take out a few squares for the magazine, the extra magazine. And I usually keep that 10 round mag just in the gun, so I don't need room for it. And that works. Let me take a little bit out where this barrel hangs over. Just a little bit. Ooh, that knife feels funny cutting that foam. I don't want to go all the way to the bottom. I want to go about halfway through, just so where the barrel can lay down in there a little bit. Like I said, if you have a larger AR, you may want to go with the 41-inch case, but this 36-inch case is going to work just fine. All right, that is going to work. This is going to work just fine. So this is the finished product after you plucked and pulled. Like I said, I will hit this with some Flex Seal just to make sure that these pieces don't pull in and out. But it's really too cold to try and do that right now. I don't think it would be good for the Flex Seal. Like I said, it's about 35 degrees and it's very humid. But anyway, if you have just spent a lot of money on a rifle and you're looking for a case to keep it in, just remember, you don't have to go out and spend $300 or $400 on a case to get something that's made in the United States that's weather resistant and dust proof. This Plano case is really going to be a good option for you, I believe. I know a couple of guys that use them, that bring them up here to my camp all the time, and they're quite happy with them. And I got to think I will be too. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing. And until next time, I'll see y'all on Everyday Man.